Hi, I'm Angie, and tonight I'm going to be sharing a piece that I wrote on Valentine's Day this year that I'm calling a self-love letter. It's not exactly a poem. It wasn't set up to be a poem. I didn't go into it with that idea in the first place. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things I loved about myself and put that out into the world on a day that was all about love, which a lot of time is focused on the love that you give to other people and the love that you receive from other people externally. And I wanted to make sure that we're remembering that loving ourselves is extremely important. And so that's why I wrote it. Well, it turned out to be a very emotional writing piece that accidentally became a response to my 2017 poem that was my self-portrait. I've been thinking for a long time about writing a new self-portrait poem because things have changed. I mean, it's been 4 years and I've grown and changed as humans tend to do, which is a great thing. And so there's a few things in that piece that are not necessarily as relevant to my life now as they were 4 years ago. One of the most important things that I've noticed that has changed for me is that I've gotten to this point where I actually experience genuine self-love. And I don't know when it happened. I don't know when I crossed that line from kind of that fake it till you make it type of confidence into genuine self-love. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I did fake it for a while. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean, I think sometimes even when you don't feel a certain way, you can pretend that you do, and it can actually embolden you and give you some of those genuine feelings. So a lot of times for me, especially, it tends to work for things like confidence and feeling happier and feeling better about my day and things like that, feeling more positive. I will put a disclaimer out there. Obviously, there are plenty of people who experience depression, clinical depression, anxiety, other mental health issues that are real medical conditions. So I'm not one to ever propose that you to ever say to everybody, just pretend to be happy and you'll feel happy. It doesn't always work for everybody in every situation every day, but it can work for a lot of people, or even for most people, I think sometimes, to kind of pretend to be happy, to make yourself actually experience some of those genuine feelings, to force yourself to laugh. That can actually get some of those endorphins flowing into your bloodstream and actually make you feel happier. If you're not feeling confident, to just act confident can actually give you some of those genuine feelings of confidence. So it's certainly possible in some cases sometimes, and it doesn't hurt to try it. For me, I've always been that kind of person. I like to be positive. And so even when I'm not feeling that way, I tend to just speak positively. And that helps me to feel a little better about situations in my life. Things that would give me anxiety, I'm able to combat that by talking myself out of it. So I know everyone can't do that, but I encourage you, when it comes to loving yourself, you can't make yourself necessarily feel something, but you can tell yourself things, and you can write a list of things that you love about yourself. It doesn't have to be every little thing. You don't have to love every aspect of yourself, and there's always room for growth and improvement. I think it's totally possible to have a mentality of there's always room for me to grow, change, learn new things, become a better person, improve myself. That's true. And also, you can love yourself as you are right now. You can love your body as it is right now. And so I don't, again, know when I got there, but I got there. It's possible to get there. And I think a lot of it just comes with time and practice and patience and age. I'm 37 now. So for me, this is not somewhere I ever could have been 10 or 15 years ago, I needed the time to get to know myself. And so for me, now I know what I want. Now I know what I will and won't accept from other people. Now I know how to set boundaries. And I know my triggers. I know things that I need to work on and other things that I can genuinely be proud of in myself. And so that's why I felt it was necessary and important to write this piece. And I'm very proud of it for that reason, because it's absolutely 100% true. So I'm going to share that now. It will eventually, I'll post it to my website, angietonucci.com. I'll post the text for it there, probably in the poetry section, maybe put the video on the main page. And it's also on my Facebook and my Instagram, which are both just at Angie Tonucci, ANGIE TONUCCI. So I'm going to read it now. And this was from Valentine's Day 2021. And it's a self-love letter. Dear first and forever Valentine, you're my absolute most favorite person in the multiverse, and I'm madly in love with you. I love your big body that's soft and warm and flexible and so strong. I love your legs that carry you on so many adventures and your gorgeous feet that refuse to be oppressed by shoes. I love your pillowy tummy and your cute butt and your asymmetrical breasts with those steel barbells through the nipples. I love your talented hands that cook amazing foods and fix broken things and type epic novels and hold so tightly to friends in hugs. I love your beautiful color-changing hair and your luscious lips and those bright green eyes that never miss a thing. I love that you have limitless dreams and ginormous world-changing goals, and that you believe in endless possibilities and serendipity and manifesting and magic as much as you believe in doing the work. I love that you will always put in the time to build something from nothing, to power through the barriers, to get shit done. I love your frequent hypermanic episodes for their explosions of creativity and their impulsive phone calls to old friends and their extra dance breaks and their latest obsessions. I love your loud, busy brain, because all that noise is information and language and music and imagination and entire worlds of stories. I love that it loves to learn, and that even though it sometimes forgets very important things, it clings desperately to interesting facts about animals and the paranormal and outer space. I love that you're as smart as you are smart ass, that you're clever and sarcastic, and that you attract those same kinds of kindred spirits. I love that in 37 years, 6 months, and 23 days, you haven't stopped playing or solving puzzles or wondering or wandering or trying new things. I love that you've claimed all your experience and your mistakes and your traumas as part of your intricate narrative, and that you study them to better know yourself, to know what you want, to know what you'll accept from others and what you won't. I love that you've filtered out the toxic waste and surrounded yourself with a chosen family who gives you so much understanding and support and encouragement, and who accepts those things from you too. I love your vibrant energy and your fierce passion and your unrivaled enthusiasm for life and everything in it. I love that you get excited about every bird or flower or moonrise you see, and that your favorite colors are all of them. I love that you experience everything so fully and so deeply that emotions fill you up to overflowing and pour out of you in waves of tears and fits of laughter and bursts of spontaneous song, sometimes all in the same hour. I love that you're happy but never complacent, and that you get really angry about things that really matter. I love that despite the overwhelming evidence to the contrary, you choose to see the best in humans, to truly appreciate their charming idiosyncrasies, and to believe we're all capable of great things. I love that you care so goddamn much, that you empathize so completely with the suffering of your fellow earthlings, even when it hurts, that even when you're overwhelmed by sadness or disgust or rage, you still fight for them, you still speak for them, you still believe things can be better. I love that you love so fucking hard. It's intense and relentless and way too much for some people, but it's not too much for me. You are never too much for me. You're my everything, and you are perfect. I ended it with one of my favorite quotes from a Lizzo song, from her song Juice. If I'm shining, everybody gonna shine. And I truly believe that if you are if you focus on your own journey and loving yourself and becoming the best version of yourself you can be, then everybody around you is going to see that and feel that, and you're going to be able to inspire those people. So as much as I'm shining because I'm making sure I'm taking care of myself, then my family and my friends and complete strangers around me are going to have that opportunity to feel that energy and to shine themselves. Lizzo obviously is a goddamn goddess, and so am I, and so are you. So I encourage you. This is a great writing exercise. Just even if it's a few bullet points, just every day, think of something that you really genuinely like about yourself, that you would never change in a million years. And I promise you, those things outweigh the things you don't like, and eventually you can get to a point where you can experience some genuine self-love, and that alone, and despite things that you still need to work on, things that still need to change in your life to become a better person, just loving who you are as you are right now as a work in progress is an amazing step towards being the best version of you that you can be. So again, I'm 37 years old. So anybody who's a little younger than me, I hope, anybody who's any age, but I hope anybody who is still struggling to get here, who's maybe in their, teens and 20s and early 30s, can be inspired and motivated, and understanding that it's okay if it takes time. You just have to get to know yourself, but there are plenty of things you can do to do that every single day, just to look inward and see kind of how you react to things and how you can improve, but also how you can love exactly where you are right now, in every aspect, physically, emotionally, and mentally. So I love you all, and have a great night.